evening, everyone. I'm broadcasting from beautiful Yunyang Temple today. Just want to give you a glimpse around here. Let me see if I can see the reflections of the clouds with the sun setting. This is a different angle at the monastery. Hi, Carrie. And take a moment to share the video. I just want to give a little tour before we sit down and take a moment to share. I got a chance to do a lot of this deck work. And look like we have some work here to do for sure. Anyway, just give you a little glimpse of where we are sitting today. Let's have a different angle. Good evening. Yeah, so take a moment to share. We are in a small town of Rescue, California. Hi, isn't it beautiful? I just want to share this with you before we sit down and check the clouds out. Isn't it beautiful? That's a reflection of the sunset. The sun setting is about that corner. You can see the sun behind there. That's where the sun is setting. As we are sitting here in this beautiful place. Hi, Debbie. It's about 45 minutes from Debbie. Sitting up on the hills here. Oh boy, what did I get myself into? Okay, I have moved. Okay. Anyway, I'm trying to find a spot to sit down where I can still have Wi-Fi and not being eaten by the ants. I was going to sit somewhere, but we'll figure out a place so I can still. So yes, you'll be hearing lots of noises. Okay. Anyway, I'm trying to sit this down. Try and get this straightened out. Not the fun. There. Chickens. Excuse those crazy noisy cars. I'm out here and about, so I cannot control the noise of the car. So it is a beautiful evening. Good evening, Debbie and Carrie, anyone else who are joining us. Take a moment to share. So just being out in nature. So tonight we can focusing on hearing meditations. What hearing meditation is, we're tuning to all the sounds. Lady in pink, thank you. It's peachy pink, yeah. So so since we're out here in nature, tonight we can focusing on our meditation, on hearing meditation. Anything that doesn't get to do with hearing, you just release them. So just like how the hearing meditation goes is can you hear the birds? So you acknowledge the sound without judgment. So say you hear that noisy car's just gone past. Just acknowledge it's noisy and let it go without who's that crazy driver and start creating stories. So that's how hearing meditation. And if you hear a bird sound, you just acknowledge that's a bird sound. You don't have to figure out, what type of bird that is, what color it is, and where it's come from. So you kind of stop there. So that's what hearing meditation is all about. Is just acknowledge the sounds around you, or even the sound you're picking up from what I'm sitting out here in nature, in the open air. So great opportunities to meditate. We call it hearing meditation. Is everyone clear with that? So after you share already, and can everyone hear me okay? That's another question. Give me some hearts, give me some yes, give me some, let me know if you can still hear me. Can you still hear me? So I don't know how the Wi-Fi is here. Jeffrey, Michelle, Carrie. So give me some sign that you can still hear me. Okay, good. You can hear me? Wonderful. So take a moment, take a nice deep breath. Some drops and pauses, but okay. All good. Yeah, so we'll see how the Wi-Fi is out here. As you see, I am in the middle of the deck. So, and I helped build this deck. I have a lot of hands in this deck. From cleaning the floors of this deck to cutting the rails to put them all together. So it's a really cool deck. Hi, Nicole. So I'm very proud of this deck. This is one of the third deck that I did here. So it's really... Hi, Melissa. Melissa's been up here before. So yeah. So just give you another glimpse before we sit down. So admiring the redwoods. All my hands has been sanded down on those and polishing, painting, sanding it down, even painting this log for the seats, carrying it, not all by myself, but transporting from that drop down there up onto this deck, must be about 20 feet up above the sky. And yeah, and to go and bring all this recycle flooring back here, recycling, I guess, what you call it, artificial flooring here. But yeah, that was like all the way to Berkeley. People are like, where is Berkeley to here? Which is about 2.5 hours from here. So transporting that, so it's quite a fun project, and it's just beautiful. More people can really enjoy it, and I learned a lot about the art of woodwork. Very meditative. So anyone who do woodwork, you have to be meditative. You have to be very meditative when you dealing with electric saw. You have to be very meditative when you're dealing with a nail gun. So there's many aspects. You have to be very meditative when you're sanding the deck. You have to be meditative as you are painting. So there's everything about this work on here is very meditative. So think about that. Every aspect of it. Even just like, yeah, I learned a lot about meditation while pressure washing a 50-year-old dirt floor. So you can imagine. Oh yeah, definitely I can do a whole class on that for sure. Anyway, yeah, so meditation, it doesn't just come with just sitting here. Through the practice of mindful sitting here, it carries over in everything that you do. It freezes. I hope you tried that. Is that better? I can see you. I'm just going to move closer to here. Maybe, is that better? Has it stopped frozen? I'm not sure. When we're not frozen anymore, I can move closer. If need be, is it still frozen? Let me know if I need to move back closer to the house. Is that still freezing up? Is that better? Can you hear me? Anyway, I just So take a moment. Is it still freezing? I hope it doesn't freeze. If need be, I'll use my own Wi-Fi. Picture is a little vague and freezes sometimes. Okay, but as long as you can hear me, and we're just going to sit. I won't be talking too much now. Okay, so that's important. So take some nice deep breath as we go into our meditation now. Enough of me gibberishing. I'm just sharing meditation of life, because meditation is everywhere and how we input into our daily lives. And tonight, since we're out here in the open, there are all sorts of noises. I want you to start practicing hearing meditation and share your experience. Okay, thank you. After with me, okay? So simply just like acknowledging all the different noise and sounds around. And your job is not to judge it. You just let it go. You just know, okay, I can hear the car. That's all. You stop there. You don't have to go into details. So that's how we practice hearing meditation without judgment. All right. So take a moment. Take a nice deep breath now. Breathing in deep. Just getting you settled in your body. Getting comfortable in your seat, wherever you're sitting. And just feel that loving breath as you're breathing in. And feeling that calmness and coolness of your breath with the in-breath in. And as you breathe out, another deep breath in. And just being aware of where you are in your room. Out and about in nature like here. And just bring the attention back to your body. Bring the attention back to your hearing. Just maybe acknowledging the bird chirping in the air. And perhaps acknowledge the distance caused without judgment. Acknowledge different variety of chirping sounds of the birds. Just simply acknowledge and just enjoy as it is without our judgment and input. And any thoughts that arise in between these breaths, just simply let it go. Enjoying this moment. Being out here on the sacred ground, surrounded by beautiful trees, nature, animals, forests, different senses. And just practice to go within, challenging yourself, acknowledging the different sounds without judgment. And that's what you can practice doing for the next 15 minutes. Just acknowledging different noises without judging them. It is as it is. Take a nice deep breath in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. With each inhalation, just breathing in, cleansiness of the air, cleansing breath, releasing any toxin energy out with our breath. Breathing in love and light, and letting go of any fear. Breathing in health, and letting go of any pain and discomfort. Chance to revisit the river again today. It's beautiful. A little long hike along the river. Got to dive into the river. It's nice and cold. Hope everyone can still hear me. And how is your hearing meditation? Thoughts? Anything new you noticed this time when you're conscious and conscientiously practicing hearing? Any thoughts? Can you hear me still? And sometime around this time, you'll see the deer coming up and actually sleep under the deck. Can you still hear me? Hello, hello. Oh, wonderful. So what was the experience with the conscientiously hearing meditation today, Jeffrey? Hi, Bernadette. You still here? Hi. Thoughts, feelings. What did you experience with the hearing meditation? You can see this. The more I work with wood, there's so much admiration I have for them, because the cool thing with wood is you can bend them, you can stretch them, and you can shape them. It's really cool. It's amazing. These redwood here, they're going to be around for a long time. And you can appreciate the colors. Yes, everyone is, yep, good. Heard cars, dog rustling, movement, yep. Yeah, you're a normal human being, Jeffrey. Everyone's mind's always busy thinking about things. With practice over time, it gets better. Yes, mine, ADHD in the past, I would say, would experience such thing. And it's come with practice. I have been sitting for 20 plus years, but it's all come with practice, and it's never too late. We have a lovely sweet nun here. She's now in her 90s, and she started her meditation journey about 20-something years ago. And you can see she's the hardest working nun, and she tried to be independent in everything, and she always, her practice is always something she put forward, because she knows it's only a few more years until she have to leave, but she's taking every moment and opportunity just to practice mindfully. It takes a lot of planning and expertise. Yes, these, yeah. I didn't do it alone. Of course, I'm just the number one helper, I guess, along with other helpers. But yes, I get to learn a lot about these decks. And how, yeah, lots of planning, how much you have to measure out, what length, and supplies, nails, down to the nitty details of everything. But it's really fun. But with that, but with the woodwork working and meditation, yes, it is. Yeah, you apply into, you have to be, because it can get very dangerous if your mind are elsewhere when you try and use a electric saw. It can be very dangerous. Consider you are way up here in the high of the deck. It's quite a drop down here. So when these rails are not here and when you have to put them together. So with practice, yes, you get to be very mindful. You get to be very mindful. And you get better as you walk. You get better as you hear. So this hearing meditation is actually really helping you to practicing your listening skills. So when you practice your listening skills, then you actually conscientiously seeking and listening to people when they speak. And it's a constant practice of mine as well. And thank you. Yeah, I'm very proud of this multiple deck, and it's really fun. It took several years to finish 3 decks, different stages, but it's really fun, and knowing that it will be enjoyed by many to come. So that's the beauty of it. So thank you, and have a wonderful evening, everyone. Enjoy. Namaste. Thank you. Bye for now.